Hello everybody, happy Monday. Welcome back to the hunt. It's me. That's it, I'm gonna leave it there. It's just me. Mystery. Who is it? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Or, it's Jay, the community manager of Villainous Game Studio. Hey everybody. Hope your Monday's getting off to a good start. Hope your week's starting well. We're gonna be diving in very, very shortly to some later stage content from our second game, Horror Stories Harvest Hunt, stealth roguelike card deck, survival horror. And I'm much, much worse at the later seasons. You'd think by season 4, I'd be getting good at this game, but no. Nope, it's just a slow decline into madness and incompetence. So hopefully when you all get your hands on this game, you can start doing a better job than I do. But we're going to dive in very shortly. Show you some of Season 4 of Harvest Hunt, the new tools you might unlock, the new environmental cards that come into play, the evolution of the monster, and just how much harder things can get. If you've played the demo that's live now on the Steam store, you're going to see something quite different. Yeah. All right, let's come on in. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the last day of Stealth Fest, everybody. I hope you've been enjoying stealthy games. I hope none of you have been detected and or savagely ejected from the area that you were trying to sneak into. But happy end of Stealth Fest. Hope you've had fun. So we're kicking off. We're kicking off the end. Does that make sense? Look, what's this? Can't be. Look. Oh, that's better. It's a pristine t-shirt. So we're going to be kicking off the end of Stealth Fest. That makes sense, right? We're going to kick off the end of Stealth Fest with another stream exploring Season 4 of our game, Horror Stories Harvest Hunt. If you've never seen or heard of it before, I'll do my best to kind of the description of it. Horror Stories Harvest Hunt is our second game in the Horror Stories anthology, the first being Please Comply, which you can go and check out now on Steam and play, which is a escape room, mind-bending kind of psychological thriller type-esque game. This is the second game in our anthology of horror stories. So Horror Stories Harvest Hunt is a stealth-like, well, it's not stealth-like unless you're me playing. It's a stealth horror roguelite game with elements of card deck building as well. You are sent off, or rather you live in the village of Luna Nova, where one night, one villager gets appointed as the Warden to protect your harvest for that season from a creature known only as the Devourer. And that's kind of it, basically. That's the premise. You're going to go out, you're going to take on the role of the Warden and try to protect your village from the Devourer while also harvesting ambrosia to keep your villagers alive and survive the season. Now, we have a demo on the store page at the moment, which is Season 1, and we showed that off during Next Fest. What I'm going to do here today is make things much harder for myself and show you some late game content from Season 4. So again, if you don't know much about this game, we have 5 seasons. I should do that. That's much easier to do than to come across. I know how hands work. We have 5 seasons, and each season has 5 nights in it. So you have 25 nights in total to survive. We showed you Season 1 at Next Fest and Season 4 today. So bear in mind, everything you see from today, there is one further additional season. So things can get harder from what you're going to see today. But each season brings with it new tools, new challenges, new environmental factors, new monster factors, so that you get this lovely learning curve, shall we say, of how to deal with the Devourer in the village of Luna Nova. So yeah, Season 4 today. We're just going to dive straight in and get on with it. Okay. Hello, I'm down here now. Yes. So, welcome to Horror Stories Harvest Hunt Season 4. So, as you start each season, this is the screen that you're going to see in front of you. And bring the volume up now from the game itself. So, as you can see, This is the Warden's mask you can see on screen now. And for season 4, Renee was chosen. Now, if you're of a certain age like me, nearly 40, Renee will have a specific meaning to you, which I hope will make you smile. But Renee is going to be our Warden for this season. So the first thing we're going to do is pop on the Warden's mask and accept the challenge of going up against the Devourer for this season. So, welcome to season 4 of Harvest Hunt. Couple of things to note. That here are our 5 nights that we've got to get through, shown in the middle here with our moon phases. But also up here now, you can see this is the amount of ambrosia we need to harvest across these 5 nights in order to succeed in this season and keep the village alive. So if you've played the demo, you'll know that 250 is a significantly higher target than it is in season 1. So this is where you start to not be able to afford to kind of go easy and just get the bare minimum. So it really ramps up across the seasons. And then if you don't remember, under here, it shows us what we will unlock each night of the hunt. However, if it has a dotted line around it, that means we have to banish the Devourer. So that means go up against it and get rid of it that night, rather than just run away with our tail between our legs. So any dotted lines, we need to do a banishment to unlock these. But tonight, the first night of the hunt, we will unlock a strength, fortification, or tool after this night. And we will also gain a village fortification this night. What do they mean, Jay? I've never seen the game before. Okay. Here is our card deck side of things. So the card decks, very briefly, let me go and show you all the cards here. The card decks are your strengths, the Warden strengths, those are your buffs. The village fortifications, they're help from the villagers of Luna Nova. And then our tools, the things we have at our disposal to go up against the Devourer. So when it says unlock a tool, that will give you a new tool card, unlock a village fortification, a new village fortification card. So that's what we're unlocking, is extra cards in our deck, so that we can choose what we're going to do when we come up against the Devourer. So the first thing of any night of the hunt, we're going to listen to the whispers. These are cards, 3 cards, that play each night, which help you, hinder you, and ruin your life. Yeah, in that very specific way. Help, hinder, and ruin your life. That's what I'm going to call them now. So let's see what whispers we get for the first night of this hunt. All right, help you. A spare mask. The mask can be found in each secondary landmark. Wear it to gain a random Warden strength. Okay, so there's a mask out there that's going to give us a new perk for our character. The hinder, deafening cry, temporarily lose hearing when detected by a fiend. And again, if you've not seen the game before, fiends are essentially the henchmen of the Devourer. They'll help the Devourer find you out and about in the field. And now they're going to actually make us lose our hearing. And then our monster evolution. So each season, the monster is going to evolve. So for this season, the Devourer has sprouted limbs, which are going to sprout under our feet, which will cause damage and let the Devourer know where we are. I hate this one, and you're about to find out why. I mean, hate in like a good way, right? Not like I just think it's a rubbish card. I just hate it because it makes my strategies go out the window. Okay, and then the last thing we do before we go out for this hunt is we check out our map, and we're going to pick what tools we're going to drop off in the village ready for us. Now, I'm a big fan of the windmill, as you'll know if you've ever seen me play this. So I'm going to check out what tools we can place at the windmill. Now, again, if you've not seen it, here's the rub. We have to spend our health to choose which tools we're going to have. So, for example, if you decide to take a hatchet, which is a very effective weapon against the Devourer, it's going to cost you 20 of your health. If you take a scarecrow, that'll be 15. A monster vein, that'll be 5. So I'm going to go quite aggressive tonight. I'm going to take a monster vein. I'm going to take a scarecrow. We should make one now. Devs, I've just given you a job. Can we make a scarecrow that's perfectly square? Okay, we're going to take our scarecrow, which makes fiends leave us alone for 3 minutes. And we're also going to grab 1 hatchet. I'm not going to go too insane. And then I think over at the tree now, I'm going to take Proxy Poppet. Oh, for 20. Am I really doing this? And then we're going to take a Blood Flask for 5. So the Proxy Poppet is a new one that you won't have seen in Season 1. But this is essentially a doll of the Devourer that we can stab, and it will damage the Devourer wherever it is, but will cause us to lose a lot of vigor. So I'm going to risk it. I could possibly take a potion here, but I don't know if we've got enough. Okay, so we're at our absolute limit now of how much health we allow you to sacrifice. So we're coming in with 25 health. This is going to go very badly. And that's it. Nothing left but to put on the mask and do the hunt. But if you have any questions while we're playing, obviously please do shout and let me know. All right, so standard WASD controls for Harvest Hunt. So the first thing we desperately need to do is crouch and try and find something to rejuvenate our health. I'm really hoping there's one over here. No. So what I'm doing now is dotted around the cornfields are bowls of rations that will help improve our vigor. And as I can't see any obvious, I'm just gonna go very slowly towards the tree where we set ourselves up with a potion. Oh, there they are. So there's the spines. That's the monster evolution for this season. That means we cannot afford to hang around. Here's a bowl. Now, the reason I'm going for vigor straight away is because with 25 health, a single hit from the Devourer would fail the night. Now, remember, not only are we looking to take on the Devourer and banish it to get extra ambrosia, we also need to just harvest the general ambrosia that is dotted around these cornfields. I think we've spotted some just here. Yep. Now, the reason Jay hates the spines, those little prickles like that, now here's that spare mask. That was lucky. So that has given us the lurker ability. Yes, the reason Jay hates the spines is because you'll be hiding somewhere nice and safe, just waiting for the right moment, and then the spines will suddenly appear underneath you. And you'll have no choice but to move. Now, that was the Devourer coming up out of one of their... I'm not sure if the lore actually goes into detail, whether they're tunnels, weird little special Devourer caves. But it does mean that the Devourer will sometimes just appear. Oh, crud, there he is. So we're going to try and avoid him. We want to stay hidden for now. Oh! Oh, how did he find me? All right, well, that's the end of that one. I was trying so hard to be stealthy. Okay. Whew. I don't know how he spotted us then. Felt like we got hit by his spines, but I don't think we did. Okay. All right, change of tactic. We're gonna head off to the windmill then. If the Devourer is around the tree, we will make our stand over by the windmill. Now you can see there, that's one of the fiends, but here is the Scarecrow, which I took because I wanted to essentially disable the fiends. And I grab the monster vein that we set up here as well. Because that points to where the monster is, who has just appeared at the windmill as well. So what we're going to look for is our hatchet. There it is. And there's the Devourer. It knows, gang. It knows what I'm trying to do. So I gotta make use of the peak mechanic. I think he's eating some of our ambrosia. Okay, let's go. I'll try the old double back. If I can get to the hatchet. Okay. Okay. I think we lost him going through the corn. We're okay. So what we want to do now is lure him here. Now the one thing I like about the monster vein is not only does it point at where the monster is, it has a little bell on it that we can ring. Oh, I missed. To lure the monster over. Okay, we're gonna have to hide and wait now. This is where the spines are not good. Oh, I missed again. I'm throwing just as well as I do in real life. Okay, snuck around behind me. You gonna come through here? Okay, we damaged it. We damaged it. Are we gonna be able to get away though? I'm trying to keep double back. Oh, I think we got away with it. Okay, so what we have now is a fragment of the Devourer's body. So if you really want to go for the hard option, and at some time throughout the game you're going to have to, is you need to banish the Devourer, which means we need to damage it 3 times, place the pieces from it at the effigy in the center of the map, and then conduct the banishment ritual. But that will net us more ambrosia, and more importantly, we won't lose any ambrosia. Essentially, if you don't banish the Devourer, it's the equivalent of leaving it in the field. At which point it will eat all of your lovely ambrosia. Okay, I'm going to try to get back to the tree because that's where our other tools are. And I'd really quite like to show off the proxy poppet. It's one of my favorite tools. I don't really know why. I think it's because it's just an easy way to get damage, even though it hurts you a lot. But it just looks cool as well. Oh, come on. Not cool, man. Not cool. Please don't eat that. I was going to harvest it. Please don't eat my precious ambrosia. Oh, no choice! Oh, that hurt us a lot. Okay. I don't know if there's any healing ambrosia. Oh, is that one? That might be some. Like, oh no, there's some. As long as the spines don't decide to turn up while I grab this. Okay. Okay, that was close. Now, this gives us the farmer ability. That was another one of those spare masks, which is our boost for this season. And if I remember rightly, the farmer perk lets you lose no speed in the corn. You go off the path into the corn, you will suffer a speed penalty. But if you have the farmer perk, you can go at the same speed. Now what we really need to do is get the potion that we set up at the tree, because that will heal us continuously for 3 minutes. Okay, I can see some of our tools using the Warden site. I think that's the elixir there. That's our blood flask. But he's real close, I can hear him. Oh, and now we've been deafened. Oh, I think we confused him. Okay, I got tricked then by the fiends. That was not the potion. There's the potion I'm after. The Devourer is right on top of me now, though. Okay, we've been detected, so I'm going to run off into the corn. There he is. And now we'll slowly heal for the next 3 minutes. Those spines every time, that's how they get you. You're nice and safe, and you're hiding, and they crop up and they force you to move. But what I want to get to is that you could just about see it with the Warden sight. Like, it's meant to help you, but it's not magic. You can just make out that highlighted object there. That will probably be our proxy poppet. There we are. Okay, what I'm actually going to do is use that. That's damage to the Devourer. But you can see I've only got 10 left. 10 health left. Okay. Okay, we did it. Now we can see that beam of light there. That tells me where the Devourer has dropped another fragment from using the proxy poppet. But you can also see just how much that damaged us. So it's a very useful tool. But you are always going to be extremely vulnerable after using it. Now, thankfully, because I've got the potion, and we took that beforehand, I am going to keep healing for the next minute and 20 seconds. He is very feisty today, the Devourer. Oh! Okay, I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to run. One more hit and we're dead. So in the... Oh no, he's still right on us. In the demo, we had the Devourer doing half health. So you could afford to take a few hits. In the full version of the game, generally speaking, 2 hits from the Devourer and it is game over. So you really can't afford to be too cavalier with how you deal with the Devourer. My advice is just don't panic. So what I'm looking for now is those 3 red torches. That signifies where the effigy is, where the ritual. Okay, we made it back. Now, one more piece to go. So we could just choose to leave at this point. We could just go to one of the escape points in the village. We've collected some ambrosia, not very much. But we've collected some ambrosia. So we could choose to leave at this point. But we would suffer a lot for it. Now I'm staying crouched. Now this is an area we haven't really been yet, which is the church. Simply because we didn't leave any tools here, but I have come here in search of rations, and so has the Devourer by the looks of things. Okay, so at least we're back up to being able to sustain one single hit. This is soiled ambrosia, so this is ambrosia that the Devourer has destroyed because we were too slow. Now I'm slowly making my way. Just see it through the darkness around to the tree to get our final tool to do some damage to the Devourer. One of my favorites, the blood flask. Essentially, it acts like a grenade, except you have to fill it with the blood of the Devourer first, which means you have to stay close to the Devourer for a period. I think the Devourer has taken all of the ambrosia from here. There's a fiend there. Now, if I was to stand up now, that fiend would trigger. And the Devourer would be all over me. And then it would be all over. See, did you get it? It's top quality comedy. Villainous Game Studio, where the truly evil things are Jay's jokes. It's not a bad tagline, actually. Is that ambrosia? No, don't risk it, Jay. I will say, I am on the more aggressive side of the player spectrum. I tend to be quite fast and risky. It's right on us. I mean, this is kind of good because you can see now on the right hand side of the screen my blood flask is filling up, which is good. That's what we want. And if we do it right, we can hopefully fill it up enough that we can throw it at him and run away. Nope! Too slow, Jay. But also, we did get a fragment. This is very risky now. Okay, fragments in. It's whether or not we can finish this before... Oh! So the Devourer was only there, and you see those spines were about to grow up? With only 20 hit points left, I think if they had completed before we'd done the ritual, that probably would have killed me. So we managed to banish the Devourer, so we're not going to suffer any penalty failing to banish tonight. And we will in fact get a bonus ambrosia for banishing. We did it! Go team. Okay, so there you can see we got 30 ambrosia for the banishment, plus 17 that we actually harvested out in the field, which means we only made 47. Now I think you need to hit an average of 50 a night in order to survive this season. So close, not too bad. So now, at the end of each night, you will receive a reward. If you remember, I'll show you on the next screen actually, so that I can make sense of it for you. But we've unlocked the Jaw Trap, which is a new weapon for us. Place this trap to damage the Devourer. Ringing its bell will lure the Devourer towards it. So, Jaw Trap with a bell on it. It's fairly simple. It does what it said on the tin, but it is very expensive. So we will take that card. Now we get offered a new village fortification. So these are now cards you get to choose to put on your deck. So what I'm going to do is take this card, Chosen Entry, which means I get to pick what landmark I come in at, or what point on the map I come in at, so I can pick to spawn close to a landmark where I've put specific tools. That is incredibly useful. And then I think I'm going to take Vandal as my Warden strength, so I can basically turn the fiends off if I can get close enough to them without getting detected. So now, this night, so the reason we got those cards is because on that night we will unlock a strength or fortification, and we will gain a village fortification. So we got a new weapon and our village fortification, which I just picked. The ones where we have a dotted line, we have to banish the Devourer in order to unlock these. Otherwise, you won't get them. So, second night, let's listen to those whispers again. Now, the monster evolution won't change. That stays for the whole season. But this time, we get more rations throughout the farmlands. That's very useful for my playstyle, because I'm probably likely to get hit quite a lot. However, now when we pick up the fragments from the Devourer, when we're trying to banish it and build that effigy, it's going to be doing us damage. So we can't afford to sit for a long time with the fragment in our hands. Okay, so I've got a couple of spawn points there. These little grey markers here are where you can choose to spawn. So I think I'm going to spawn that side of the tree. And I'm going to take a jaw trap. I'm going to go very aggressive. I'm going to take a jaw trap, a proxy puppet, a blood flask, and one vigor elixir. So basically this round I am putting all my eggs on the tree. I haven't put any tools anywhere else. So you can see why when cards come into play, like picking your spawn point, I'm now going, right, the tree is where I'm going to be. That's what I'm going to center all my strategy around. And I haven't put anything at any of the other points. I'm going to focus my fight around the tree. And I'm going to try and banish again. We're going to go for another banishment and see what happens. Probably bad things, knowing my luck. Okay. So we should be relatively close to the tree. Yeah, there it is. And in fact, we've got some ambrosia right there. That's good. I'm actually going to check around a little bit more for ambrosia this time, because we need to make sure that we're not just running around, but that we're also harvesting. Let's heal straight away as well, because remember, we've spawned in with less than 100 health or vigor because we spend it choosing our tools. And of course, we still have those wonderful spines against us today. I'm actually going to grab another health from here. That will get us back up to full health. Okay, so I'm just going to go a little bit faster this night. But I am going to avoid stepping directly onto the wood, because that's going to generate more noise for us. Now, there's a fiend. So we're going to try and sneak up on this one and disable it. Okay, that's one down. Let's see if there's any other fiends around here. Fiends are unsurprisingly fiendish. Now what I am going to do, so here's our draw trap. I'm actually going to place this fairly central on that walkway. Then we're going to ring the bell and lure the Devourer in. But I'm going to plan ahead for once. I'm also going to take the blood flask. Avoid those spines. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sneak up to the jaw trap. We're going to ring the bell. Hopefully that will bring the Devourer in, damage it. But while it's being damaged at the jaw trap, I'm going to collect blood from it. So we're going to go and hide off here. Okay, it worked. Those spines nearly ruined everything. But as you can see, this is quite an intense way of doing it. We're collecting the blood at the same time. If we could get him to stick around. Oh, we missed. Oh, that was nearly close to being very smart and tactical. Now we've lost our blood flask in here somewhere. There it is. So you can always use the Warden site to find your tools again. Now I've lost sight of the Devourer. This is when it gets dangerous. It's fine when you know where the Devourer is. I can hear him. I'll lure him over with the sound of... Oh, there we are. I feel like David Attenborough.
And here we see the Devourer on the hunt for Jay. Not knowing the moment he stands still, his time will be at an end.
Missed again. I'm gonna walk right. Oh! It's right there. See, I'm getting panicky now. I'm just throwing this flask without making sure it's actually on target. And now I've completely lost sight of him. Okay. See, this is what I enjoy the most about Harvest Hunt is... 1 minute you're the hunter, and then the next you're the hunted. But we did it. We got the damage. Okay, so we've got 2 spheres now. Or 2 fragments. So you don't have to do them all, you know, one by one. If you want, you can damage the Devourer 3 times. And then go around and pick them all up, which is what I'm going to do, because now that these fragments do me damage, kind of want to get it all done in one go. So, what else do we leave? Alright, we got the proxy poppet left at the tree now. So this is what this is a fairly aggressive tactical run, this one. We've very much gone out on the hunt for this, as opposed to kind of being relatively passive. So I'm going to grab my proxy poppet. Now we're going to do the damage. So with this device, no matter where the monster is... Right there. Okay, that's pretty good. The damage will occur. And I did it here because there's a vigor bowl right here as well. So now we can restore at least some of our health. Then, because I actually planned in advance, I'm so proud of myself. I'm going to take the potion we left here, I'm going to drink that as well, and start my health regenning. So now, we can avoid the Devourer completely, if we want to. We've got the 3 pieces we need to banish it. We could now spend the rest of our time collecting up the ambrosia, letting my health heal up, and kind of at our own leisurely pace, really, go around and collect up the body parts from the Devourer and banish it. That's not to say that there is no longer any danger involved. So I am going to try and disable the fiends as we go around as well. But you can see here so much ambrosia that we have lost because I haven't been going around collecting the ambrosia fast enough, and the Devourer has got to it instead. Can't see any ambrosia here, but there is a health. Like that. That's how they get you. You're all busy healing, quite happy. Okay, now I'm going to do something which seems odd. I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to grab this fragment and run away. The hope being that the Devourer will have gone over to see what's going on with that bell. And we can use this opportunity to get the fragments in. Now, I'd also spotted another fiend as we were running through the fields. So let's disable this nice and slowly. Oh no! I went wrong. Now I can't see. Okay. It was all going so well. Now, I'm conscious that whilst I've got health, now I'm going to heal for a bit. I'm going to grab this figure. I'm going to risk. He's right there. I can hear him in my left headphone. Okay. All right, let's grab this final piece. Done. Start the ritual. Okay, so that's a relatively fast and effective way tonight. Much better than the first night of this season, because I sort of centered everything around, well, thank you very much, Devourer, around the tree. And I planned to do everything around the tree. So we can now leave with our pride intact. Okay, there we go. So 30 banishment, plus we harvested 25. So you can see we're kind of on track now. That keeps us within our 50 a night and the tiny little bit extra. So let's see what we get rewarded for tonight. Now remember, because I banished, we got a strength fortification or a tool and a village fortification. If we hadn't have banished, we wouldn't have unlocked any of these cards. So you can see why, although you might not necessarily want to do the banishment, you are going to get not penalized, but you will not unlock extra cards on those nights, which could be the card between, you know, success and not. Okay, the Warden sight allows you to see the Devourer at a distance and through objects. That's very handy. So now our Warden sight, that when we put our mask up, we will be able to see where the Devourer is. I'm going to say, let's get a little ambrosia bump every time we do a banishment. And so although we've unlocked that card, it doesn't mean that it's automatically applied to us. We get to pick whether it just adds that card to our deck, right? And now this screen is where we get to pick. I am actually going to go for that card, the lookout card, so we can see the Devourer. Now, here is our current hand. So we have 5 out of 5 Warden strengths and 2 village fortifications. Now, the reason I've got so many Warden ones is, if you remember, on the first night, we found a couple of extra masks, which gave us, I believe it was Lurker and Farmer. Now, one of the cards gives you ambrosia for sacrificing cards. So let's say I had 2 in my hand that I'm like, nah, I'm not too bothered about them. And I had found the village fortification card, which allowed me to sacrifice cards for ambrosia. I could pick those 2 cards there, you can see flashing, and then I could sacrifice them. But as there's no benefit to doing that tonight, I'm going to keep all of my cards. You're in trouble tonight, Devourer. So because these ones have a solid line around them, means we will unlock these whether we do the banishment or not. But this is the final night of Season 4 I'm going to show you, so let's do it. Okay, so reduces the number of fiends around the farmlands. That's good for me. This is my most hated card, just so you know. The poisoned water. It means that the water that's located around the map that I've been running through a lot so far will now do me damage because it is poisoned water. And then obviously the monster evolution is the same for this season. Okay, now I'm going to kind of go the opposite because the tree is surrounded by water. So I'm going to set up at the windmill is where I'm going to go with. I am going to risk it. I'm going to take the stink pots, the jaw trap, and a holy water. So essentially the stink pots are like a cheap hatchet, but the monster will chase you for 15 seconds afterwards. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the jaw trap, lure it in. Hopefully it will get damaged by the jaw trap. And while it's there, possibly throw a stink pot at it or a holy water. We'll have to see. So I'm kind of risking it again. We're going for everything by the church, and I'm going to spawn in over there. Let's go. Final night that I'm going to show you from season 4. And if you have liked the look of this, please do wishlist it. Helps us a lot. And you can follow us on Twitter at WeAreVillainous. And very, very, very soon as well, we will have a Discord server for you to join and come and talk to other hunters and wardens about your strategies and our other games as well. Oh, he's right on us already. Oh, what? Don't take a bath with the Devourer, everybody. I just ran through a puddle, so that did me damage because of the poison water. I'm trying to loop back to the church as well. Oh, he's relentless tonight. Okay, I think we're okay. Okay, now the poison water, which is this, as you can see now, this has gone from red to green. I'm trying to show chat things, Monster Spines, leave me alone. It's not just those big patches, it's even the little puddles that you can see there. Ah, there's our stink pot. Okay, that's good. We need to know where that is. Now with my Warden sight, I can also see where the Devourer is. But what we need more than anything right now is a ration. Okay, he's moving away. It's a very, very useful card, that one. All right, there we go. Okay, so our health is at a good state. Now, you might have noticed these dotted around. This is the pitchfork. They're basically your Hail Mary. So if you run out of tools or you haven't managed to do the damage, you will always find a pitchfork dotted around, which will let you take a fragment off of the Devourer, but it will take 3 hits to do it. Okay, we've got the holy water there and the other stink pot. So where's the jaw trap? There it is. No, that's not the jaw trap. Come on. I should be able to... Ah, that down there, I think. There it is, in there. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to try and go tactical again. Is I'm going to drop this here. I'm going to grab the holy water. I'm also going to heal. This is our main attack plan now. We're going to heal up. We're going to ring this bell. And then while... Oh, I didn't get my angle ready. Okay, I think we managed to hit it with holy water. We did. Okay, that was a success, except we're now getting chased. So for 3 minutes now, the Devourer will do less damage to us. So we've basically really got to keep the pressure on now. So we're going to grab these stink pots. And we're really going to go after the Devourer. Right, so he's going to chase us solidly now for 15 seconds. So I'm going to grab the other one. I'm going to risk it. Okay, I think with a bit of luck, we'll have done all the damage we need to now. This is a very risky strategy. But hopefully now, I can loop around and pick up these fragments while we're on the chase, because we've got a minute and a half, a little bit more. Okay, we've lost them before the Devourer is back to full damage. This is what I love about this game. It's just the ability. Woo! He jumped out of a hole, made me drop the fragment. So welcome to the faster, more aggressive side of Harvest Hunt. And the poison water makes running away significantly harder because you can't just run straight through the water anymore. There's a big river that sort of runs straight through the center of the map. Which I constantly want to jump across. Okay, this is going very well. Apart from then. Oh, he's right there! He knows! And he's like, yes, 1 piece, 2 pieces. If only I could count to 3, I'd know how much trouble I'm in. Okay, we can drop this in. Banish the Devourer for the 3rd night in a row in what I think might be the fastest I've ever banished the Devourer. Woo! Let's see how we end up at the end of night 3. So that shows you a different set of tactics, right? I've lured the Devourer in, and I've really gone to quickly get through tearing the flesh off of it with these stink pots. But I'd also set it up so that we had reduced its damage at the same time as well. So you can start to see how across the seasons these cards and tactics all start to stack up on each other to really give you the options as to what you want to do. All right, so great finish. Plus 30 for the banishment, plus 15 from foraging, plus 15 from 13 from harvesting. So this plus 15 from foraging is that bonus card we have that is to give us an ambrosia bonus if we banish. So that's why we've got an extra 15 there. Plus we harvested a 13 while we were out, and we gained 58 in total. So 3 nights in, we are sat at 162 out of 250. So we're in good shape. It means we have to do the next 2 nights at getting 50 ambrosia each night, and we will get to that 250. But there you are. Let me come back to this screen. I'll say hello to you. Actually, do you know what? We'll do one more thing. I'm gonna come back again. We'll just show you what reward you would get at the end of night 3. So after that night, we would get good portent. There is a chance of avoiding a harmful whisper each night. Oh, that would have been handy to get rid of the poison water, wouldn't it? And because our hand, this is partly why I wanted to show you, because our hand is already full of 5 cards, we cannot select a new Warden strength. So you have to be confident that you've got a good hand. And if not, sacrifice one of them before you go out for the night to make sure you have space to pick up a new card. Okay, there you go. So now you would be able to start night 4 and off into the hunt. All right, everybody, there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing some late stage Harvest Hunt content, tools, skills, tactics. I'll be honest, that's probably the best I have ever done in this game. I'll be honest, that was a very, very good run. But hopefully across those 3 nights, you can see how these tools and the cards and the Warden strengths and the tactics really start to stack up on each other. One of the things I'm most excited about is to start seeing how people play this game. Because between all of the cards and the tools, there are a lot of ways to go about taking on the Devourer. There is a demo out right now on the store page, which you can go and play the first 3 nights of the first season to give you a little bit of an idea about how it feels to play for yourselves. You can obviously wishlist the game, and if you like it, please do throw us that wishlist. It helps us out a lot. And you can follow us on Twitter. Sorry, I can't say that now, can I? You can follow us on X at We Are Villainous. We're on YouTube as well. Just search for Villainous Games Studios. And very, very soon as well, we have a Discord coming. No, I won't say when. I'll say soon, TM. We want to get you all involved in how this game progresses now through to launch. The features you like to see, the bits you love, the bit you don't love, any ideas and feedback you might have as fellow hunters and wardens of Lunar Nova. Thank you for hanging out with me, gang. I'm Jay. I'm the community and marketing manager at Villainous. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to show you the trailer, and until next time, stay safe.